we've kind of run out of cushions and run out of chairs, I think. But we've got packing blankets or something if we need something else. Yes?
If someone wants a chair,
okay, great. Does anyone need a chair or prefer a chair? Everybody is happy? Okay, well, my name's Trey, and I'm the founder, owner of the Gong Shop. I've had this showroom for, I don't know, maybe about 5 years or 6, and I'm actually from San Francisco, and I have a Gong showroom there. I kind of came to the Gong through the symphony. I'm a percussionist in the San Francisco Symphony in my 25th year there. So, to say I come, from the sound side of things, I mean, we maybe a lot of you are here, you like gongs, or you like sound therapy, or meditation, or that kind of genre of things. And, I kind of, like to say, at the end of the symphony, I play percussion, cymbals and drums, gongs and xylophones and everything. So I'm always very conscious of sounds and making, for myself, round sounds. Sometimes in the orchestra we need harsh sounds, etc. But anyway, that's kind of where I'm coming from. I've had this shop here for about five years, and in my Instagram feed, Jay, I kept seeing Jay, and like, oh well, this guy makes handpans, and then pretty soon he'll talk and describe all of these fine instruments also, but the Euphonics. But I reached out to him. I realized he was so close. We took a while to connect, but Jay, it's so rare. I mean, I was super impressed with him just seeing his handpan, and then I went to his shop and he showed me his whole water forming thing, which he made himself. And but not just that. I mean, Jay's like the artist who gets his hands dirty, hammers, works with acid. I mean, like a spectacular singer, and plays piano, and I've crashed at his house several times. His instrument collection is pretty amazing. I mean, it's kind of like the whole term of a jack of all trades and a master at none does not apply to him. I mean, I've been super impressed, and he's made these gongs. I mean, Jay, it's been a year and a half, not even two. I mean, it's been a year and a half. And I was kind of there seeing the first ones that came, and they really evolved. And I mean, I don't know, you've probably produced 250 gongs or more in that time. Yeah. So anyway, it's super exciting. It's also exciting to have Josh from Earth Tune here too, because I followed Josh for a long time, and Josh is a partner, colleague, friend, fiance. I think you told me too. Michelle, who I think they also collaborate and perform together. It's super cool to have these three local artists. Artists who manufacture these things that nobody's ever seen. It's so amazing when like, wow, that's the first time I've ever seen a giant tuning fork. Or handpans, maybe there's a lot of people, but Jay's doing. I mean, he keeps like, I'm like, how do you come up with all of this stuff in your head? And I see he's an artist also. He's an artist and a sculptor. I mean, this guy's amazing. So anyway, I'm honored to have them here. Finally, we've been trying to plan something for a long time. And I will hand over the floor to Josh. And thank you everyone for coming. At some point, and after we're kind of done talking, I will turn off the lights and we can kind of relax a bit.
Hello everybody, my name is Josh. I'm the founder and artist behind EarthTune, and I make, as you've seen, gigantic tuning forks. And it's really happy to be here because Trey and Jay, I've been wanting to do an event with Jay for a while, and I've known of your shops for a very long time. And one day I'll meet this guy with his warehouse and his shop of gongs, and it'll be fantastic. But yeah, we're just sort of here to go into a pun to give everyone a nice little tune-up, get everyone in tune before we go into this lovely symphony of instruments. Well, yeah, I'm excited for this. Shall we drop right into it, or are you going to say a few things?
No, I'll talk after you.
Okay.
These people are going to hear plenty from me.
Okay, I didn't know if this was just the introduction or this was going to be just a monologue. So, okay, this is great. Okay, so yeah, we're going to start things off, and it's going to be pretty, you're just going to be sitting there and receiving. We might come through and hand a tuning fork to anyone who wishes to sort of participate and become part of the human instrument. It's really easy to play these things, especially from your position as well. I just have to put them in your hands. You hold them there and we'll come by, and it just, like a nice little human piano xylophone. And if it starts to fade out, we'll just come by, hold it up, and we'll hit it one more time. So yeah, we'll be doing just a little coming through there and dropping a few of these off here and there. And all you have to do is just sit, enjoy, relax, breathe, and yeah, let's get into it. Oh yeah, my lovely fiance Michelle, she shall be assisting with us.
Hello. Is there anyone who does not want to be touched by a tuning fork or wants complete space? Like, if we come around and maybe place the tuning fork on your chest, is that okay with everyone? Okay, if at a certain point, like, you change your mind, just let us know and we'll just come around you. But yeah, my name's Michelle, and I am Josh's fiance. And it's really awesome and exciting to be here. So thank you everyone for coming to this space. Before we drop in, I would just like to invite everyone to maybe soften their gaze, close their eyes if you feel called. As we take a big inhale through our nose, filling our belly all the way up with air, and exhale, sighing out of our mouth. Great job. We're going to do that one more time. Big inhale. Yeah, get cozy. Exhale out of your mouth. Welcome. Allow the sounds, vibration to wash over your body.
So now that the room has been properly tuned and recalibrated for optimal relaxation, we shall give it over to Jay. Thank you.
Come on, let's hear it for Josh. Thank you all for being here. Josh, Michelle, thank you so much. That was a fabulous start. Wow, I think we can go home tonight, actually. Pretty good. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to play some stuff. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Terence Jay. For those of you who do, I'm sorry. But for those who don't, I hope to get to meet you after the show and at least get to know your name. So I'm the owner of Acolyte Instruments, but moreover, I just like to be a mad scientist of sound. That's kind of what I'm dedicated to right now. And I'll talk about that a little bit more, but I'm just going to play some stuff now. I've taken the time to thoroughly not prepare, which is, I think, a very good place to be. It keeps me guessing, and it keeps stuff new and fresh. So again, oh yeah, I'll take that. Fabulous, thank you again. Let's again hear it for Josh and Michelle. And thank you to Trey.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Does this environment, how similar would this be if what we just experienced, we did it in our home versus this enclosure here? Would
Certainly.
it be similar, or do the acoustics here make it completely different?
The acoustics always help, but certainly be very similar.
Yeah, outside, for instance, we just recently did an a little journey outside, and it's when you put it on the ground, you're not going to get that outside, but like you get a very full sonic experience too. They're loud. They travel.
Yeah.
All right. Another handpan. Technical difficulties. The world was on fire, no one could save but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I wanna fall in love. I wanna fall in love with you. With you. The kid game we play, we feel this way. The kid thing to live, make me dream of you. The kid game we play, never felt this way. But a wicked thing to do, make me dream of you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love with you. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I song?
Yes.
Okay. That's the note I need. Can you push this carpet to me? Yes, it go. Thank you. Sunshine when she goes. It's not warm when she away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's how I sing home anytime she goes away. But this time where she gone, she going to stay. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's how she say no anytime she goes away. I know, oh, I know, yeah, you wanna leave your own thing alone. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house ain't no home anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Okay.
Lovely.
I think we can turn the lights on now at this point. The mood lighting is lovely. Oh my God, this is what I really look like. I'm sorry. I hope you all enjoyed this little experience. I wanted to open the floor to if there are any questions or obviously we're all going to be able to come over here and play all of these instruments and I want you to ask me questions about them as well. But as far as making instruments, playing them, anything you got, I would love to hear if anybody has any questions about the set or how I make instruments or yada yada yada. Something they'd like to, have the group here too if there's anything out there. Any questions? Anybody? Yes?
What got you into creating all of, I guess because you have such a wide variety of instruments that you work with, right? So what's the...
Yeah, that's a great question. So I started manufacturing instruments 11 years ago. Well, technically it goes back a little farther, but as far as like professionally making instruments, that's when it began. I started with this instrument right here called the Handpan. The Handpan is only about 25 years old, so it's a very new instrument. And when I started building, I was one of maybe about 30 builders in the world that included maybe like 2 in the United States. So it was a very small community, and as a result, it was a very tight community. And if you could build handpans at the time, you were successful. Like, it didn't even matter how good you were at building a handpan. Don't get me wrong, this is not an easy way to make it like, just throw it out there, it's good. But at the time, you could easily sell handpans. But that aside, I started manufacturing handpans then, and it was not out of like, I want to make a business out of this. None of this was the plan, people, okay? This was not the plan. I love it, don't get me wrong, but this is certainly not where I was expecting to go. This all came out of this instrument and my obsession with it, and seeing it about 16 years ago and just needing to own one, and it was impossible at the time because, again, like I said, there were so few builders in the world that even if you could find one, well, chances are you were going to pay top dollar. There were times when handpans were selling for $10,000 and $15,000 a piece. Yeah, brand new. Just because the demand for them was so high, people were willing to spend the money on them. And hey, to each their own. I would take a $10,000, $15,000 price tag on a handpan, but those days are since passed. But out of necessity, trust me, I was more than broke at the time when I started figuring out about handpans. And I certainly wasn't about to spend $10,000 on an instrument that I definitely didn't have. So I decided to make one, and I bought a trash can, and I bought a hammer from Home Depot, and a 55-gallon drum that had pineapple juice remnants in it, when they were making pineapple juice with it. I still have it to this day, it's still in the workshop. And I made my first instrument out of that. And from there has sprung this world. I've got to work with so many fabulous artists on top of, my explorations. Chris Anderson, who is a partner of mine, who is truly the father of our Euphonic side of the company. We started working together about 5 years ago now, it seems like just yesterday. He's the father of the Euphonic right here. When I saw this instrument, I was just, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh, Chris, you don't know that you're a genius. So he came to me and we partnered, and it's become what it's become now. It's interesting, inventing musical instruments is one thing, when you're riding the tide of a popular handpan, a popular musical instrument that's gaining momentum and everybody knows about it, and you start making them, everybody already wants them. When you make something that nobody knows about, they don't even know that they want them. So I was like, oh shit, I have to invest into educating people about these instruments now before they even know that they want one. So that was an interesting hurdle. But for me, once I started building handpans. First off, if you're an aspiring musical instrument maker, I highly suggest that you don't start with handpan. Not for any competitive reasons, but it is extremely hard to make this instrument. Extremely hard. You know, this all starts out as a sheet of steel. Okay? And then in the early days, we would hand form these with a gigantic pneumatic hammer, which they use for like pressing down sand and stuff. But when you, I mean, it's this big and it goes da 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 da, and when the earth moves, when you shake it, it's terrible for your back. Herniated disc, thank you. And it would take like 2 hours of back-breaking work to sink this down and get it all smooth. So those were the early days. Fast forward about 10 years, hydroforming has become a thing. Trey mentioned it earlier, actually. So we hydroform the majority of our instruments now, which means that we take that sheet that used to take us 2.5 hours of back-breaking work, and we take it and we put it in this machine, and it just blows it up, bloop, like a balloon, literally like that, in 2 minutes. It's a much more sustainable model for making instruments, and it works just the same. But yeah, so that was a definite, you know, big jump in leap in the development of handpan as far as being able to actually manufacture them. Because when the raw materials are so difficult to make that it's like a whole day just to dedicate one shell, and sometimes they crack, and then you want to kill yourself, and you go home, you smoke a bunch of weed, and you go, I don't know why I'm doing this. But yeah, so those were the early days of handpan. Yeah, and then did you have a question?
I have 2 questions.
Please.
One, are they spun? You got they put it on a machine and spun like sheet metal? Okay.
Nope.
Okay, what's the difference then? Obviously, the visuals of this to a steel drum you will see this is made with a 50-gallon drum.
Absolutely. So the steel drum is the predecessor to this instrument. It is just an evolution of the steel drum. Without the steel drum or the steel pan, we would not have the handpan. In fact, the inventors of the handpan made steel drums. I mentioned that. In Trinidad and Tobago, and then later in Switzerland. So it is very different from a steel drum in many ways. Obviously, it's a descendant of it, but how it's made, I mean, as far as the backbreaking work, same. In fact, there's probably more backbreaking work that goes into a steel drum because there's so many more notes on it. A handpan is a dedicated scale. This is a very easy instrument to get into if you don't have a background in music theory or a background in music education. The reason being is because it is so accessible, because it's a set scale. Any combination of notes you're going to play is going to sound good. There's no wrong choices here. So if you have a beat, I tell people that, you know, if you can dance, if you can count, you can play the handpan. It's just a matter of figuring out patterns and then the transfer from one to another. The same cannot be said of a steel drum. If you don't know music theory, good luck, because there's a billion notes on there and you need to know what you're doing with that. This is much more about, and also on a steel drum, you're going to be playing like a lot of melodies maybe that you recognize, whereas the handpan, while it can do that, yeah, I sing with it, although I will say I'm one of kind of few people that do that. While you can do that, what makes the instrument so alluring and so, in my opinion, amazing and accessible is the fact that it's really made for improvisation. Everything I did obviously was just completely improv, including the songs to an extent. I mean, yeah, I have a bare bones of it. But what I would do, you know, every show is different. I can't repeat a show, never. But this instrument enables you to do that in very many ways, you know, in your own home, in that you can just zen out. You know, I'm kind of from a classical piano background, so that is like the least fun way to learn a musical instrument. The least fun. This is the opposite of that. In fact, it's interesting. You know, it being only 25 years old, there's only so many people who have played it. There's only so many people who have learned how to play it, and then now there's a lot of people coming. All of a sudden, over the past 5 years, all of a sudden there's people teaching handpan. That did not exist before. And that was kind of an amazing time, in my opinion, because when there's not a teacher, there's nobody to compare yourself to. And it was a really interesting time to see all of these people develop all of these styles that were very individual. And then all of a sudden, as it got bigger, somebody said, I want to play like him, and I want to play like him. And I was like, oh, no. Hold on, there's a lot more styles to be made. Yeah.
Are all these instruments that you played in the same tune to the same key?
No. Well, some of them are. So a lot of them are in D minor, but no. So for instance, this, here, let me give you a demonstration. So this scale right here is well, that's an Eastern scale. That's E Romanian Hejaz, which is a lovely scale. But this, there are three families of scales, major, minor, and exotic handpan. So this would fall under the exotic category. This, which is the F penta, or pentatonic scale, fall under the major. It's very happy sounding, makes you uplift. It's like, oh, I'm having my coffee in the morning, oh, the butterflies. And then we have the most popular category, which would be the minor category, which gives you that melancholic kind of feel, and it's very meditative. It's generally what people migrate towards. So, now,
And
there's
those
only...
are all in D minor?
Nope. So this one right here is in D minor. This one is F major, and this is E Romanian Hejaz, which is kind of like an in-between. But you don't even need to think about that. That's the thing that I like, is you don't need to think about any of that. I mean, if we want to think about music theory, we can, but it's nice to just sit and enjoy. And now, if you wanted to pair an instrument, for instance, this is an F major, which is the relative major to D minor. So when we play these two together, there's also going to be no clashing notes, but they're going to have a slightly different feel. So this will be very, you know. Now these two together are not going to sound right. So we have to kind of find the mid ground if we're combining instruments. But yeah, so those are the families of scales in handpans. I think I've drifted far from what originally the question was, but you know, I jabber. That's it. Any other questions, or do you guys want to come and start touching instruments and playing some stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, I think Mr. Norton over here wants to play some instruments. Okay, well if there's no other questions, hold on.
Is there a name for the dimples on the big gong?
The name for the dimples on the big gong are called the dimples on the big gong. That's what they are. No, I don't have a particular name. I mean, right now, you need to understand, like, I've been building gongs now for just about 2 years, and you can see in this room actually quite a lot of the progress from beginning to end, or to where we are now. It's not the end. To where we are now. So it's been, I'm still figuring out what I'm doing, really. I'm not the person who's going to say I'm an expert at anything gong. I just make stuff and it sounds good. I'm really happy with it.
I actually could show you some of the first.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
example anyway. The very first ones. They have changed a lot. Hang on a second, I'll find one.
So, by the way, everybody, let's thank Trey so much for posting this again. Such a beautiful space. And again, let's thank Michelle and Josh from Rooksby. They did such a fantastic job. We're giving something away, that's right. Has everybody filled, I forgot about this. It's time. It's goodie time. Did everybody fill out a card?
So.
All right, well, we are giving away an Astroplate Mini of your choice. So, and also, Josh, what do we have to give away? Would you like to come present it?
Box. It's not so much a mystery. So,
I'll give you a background music.
oh, what's in the box, you might ask? Well, it's an answer to a question that I've heard so many times and refused to do. Will you make anything smaller? And I've said, no, never. It's only gonna get bigger every time you ask me that question. And finally, I caved, mostly because of Michelle. And she's like, you should make them into little pendants. And they're little pendants. And the smallest thing I've ever made. So.
And you can wear it too, so it's a beautiful piece of jewelry.
You can wear it, you can hang it.
Multi-purpose. Okay, let's pick the names out of the hat. All right. Yes. You didn't get to see
This
it?
one's 226. That's why it's expensive.
We gotta shake it up. All right. By the way, so while we're here, to talk about a little bit about some of the instruments that I've made over the past couple of months. I'm really doing a deep dive. I'm going outside. You know, after building handpans for 10 years nonstop, it's gotten a little boring, to be honest with you. I mean, it's fun. I love handpans. Don't get me wrong. But building them in and out every single day is just, you know, it's become a little repetitive for me. I'm an artist. You know, I want to branch out. I want to do some other stuff. So, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing these sculptures come into my life. I didn't invent this. Okay. This is a study on the works of Harry and Val Bertoia, a fabulous American artist who passed away, I think around 20 years ago or so. But his son, still this day, still makes sculptures in his father. You know, he's followed in his father's footsteps. So anyway, I started making these for a very specific reason. Again, if you follow me, I do a lot of visual artwork as well. I do a lot of sculptures and I do a lot of contemporary work. You know, weird shit. And it's just getting weirder. So I had this idea for a hybrid musical instrument that was inspired by the work of Harry Bertoia. And then I immediately was like, okay, now I have to build it. Okay, what are we going to do? How am I going to build this thing? And of course, you know, like anything, I mean, it's all about research and development. So, you know, I wanted it to make a specific sound. That means I'm going to have to buy every single rod thickness and every length of rod, and we're going to have to weld them all together. And I had to learn to weld. Not fun, but, you know, it's an issue to be able to do this. But anyway, so this has been a bridge to what will be the final artwork, which is almost done. We're getting there, but if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see it come together finally, and I'm really excited. And if you ever would like to come and visit the showroom with the visual artwork in it, please come and experience that as well. But yeah, so these are, I believe he called them the Sona sculptures. I call them the cattails. But yeah, so this is a very, I won't be making a lot of these. This is just a short study. Because, again, it's been working towards my final piece. So, yeah. Let's give some stuff away.
Josh, maybe pull out the name.
All right, so this is for the pendants.
All right.
To read it
Okay, the drum roll, the cattail roll.
Jonathan Gavenda?
Jonathan, there you go.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. Which was this for?
Your
I
pendant.
think
For your pendant.
pendant, yes.
All right.
I'll put that in my pocket so.
There you go.
Fabulous. Yay! Now, for your choice of Astro Plate. Here we go.
All right, Jay, I'll pull it out. I'll let you read.
And the winner is Lynn Colada.
Wow.
Lynn, you have to be here. Sorry, girl. Wait, is Lynn Colada here?
Well, I was assuming since you weren't at the name.
Okay.
The restroom?
Is there anybody in the restroom? Oh, there is one person in the restroom. All right. Okay. Nobody say anything. No one say anything. If she walks in, we're just gonna like, you won! Oh, we were waiting for you. But you know, it's funny. We'll wait here for 20 minutes and she'll have left. Well, fabulous. Well, come and play some stuff. Come and play. So if Lynn doesn't come back, we'll pick another name. Okay, fabulous. All right. Come play some instruments, people.
Oh, yeah. Jay, do you have any one last word to say to the camera before it turns off?
All I have to say is thank you again so much for being here. I hope you had a good time. I hope I didn't ramble too much. And yeah, make some sound.
Woo.